Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in. So in this video we are going to take a close look at the Fanatic Speedster. I love myself some racing wheels, but I don't own let's say a decent one. Most of them I like the cheap editions. And this version I came across it with a thrift shop. So the guy is a really nice owner. He sent me a message saying, hey Wicked, I got myself like a really cool racing wheel. I think you're interested in this. And yep, I am, because this thing was like around €10. So I won't say it's like dirty cheap, complete in box, and it looks very nice. So let's get this thing out of the box and I'm gonna give you a quick tour of what you're going to get. Okay guys, so the first thing I'm noticing with this racing wheel, that is absolutely different quality when I'm looking at my old school Madcast one. This thing weighs a ton, and that is such a big difference with the cheap wheels we have seen a lot back in the days. Oh yeah guys, so I was looking into the manual. It's by the way really cool that the Fanatic Speedster has a manual, because that's always the problem with these second-hand devices. But guess what? What I was missing out today? I'm missing out a bracket to attach this thing to my freaking desk. So I'm hoping I can still use it. And yeah, there was some suction knob underneath the wheel, but I was such bummed out not realizing that not everything was with this freaking thing. Yeah, the manual. There was no use for that. Okay, so one thing I noticed over here, when you're looking at the side, yep, guess what? There is no connector, so the cable that goes in and out is at the right side. So this is going to be a cable nightmare. But let's take a close look at the pedals itself, because it's not really going to be pedal to the metal, because everything is made of plastic. But there is one thing I really like about this, is like there are some different pressure springs beneath it. So you can see like you can press the acceleration way easier. Still, like, there's a lot of tension underneath it, but I think it's pretty damn cool. So you didn't see that often with these cheap racing wheels, or better said, the older racing wheels. The cheap ones didn't even have like normal springs, like there was one spring and that's it. So another thing I personally found a little bit of a bummer is that we don't have like real pedals. They're like big buttons that you basically press in. Like, what the hell were they thinking? Another bottom part, we're going to get some rubber feet for giving this thing some grip on the ground, but it doesn't weigh a lot, but it does weigh enough not moving around all the freaking time. But let's take a close look at the racing wheel itself. The quality is very nice. This thing weighs a ton, and it got this very nice rubber grip around it. And it's actually like a real wheel, because some of them have like this weird, like say, half wheels. Then we're going to get ourselves all the function keys over here. Then they move the D-pad over there. And here at the right we're going to get ourselves the analog and the digital button. Okay, the quality of the shifter is very well. It comes with this, I'm guessing it's like a metal bulb on top of it, but it is very nice chrome. And it got some awesome micro switches. It still get a lot of tension beneath it, but I think it will give you like a really cool experience when playing some racing games. So at the bottom part you can see it has some rubber pads over here. I don't know what happened over there because they glued it weirdly. And then we're going to get the suction knobs. So I'm hoping I can still mount this thing and play it, because I don't own the bracket anymore for attaching this thing to my desk. Okay, so let's try some Ridge Race Revolution. I'm a big fan of it, but I'm not a big fan of it playing with a freaking steering wheel, because I really suck at this game. I'm just going to say it up front. I really love the gas panel. You can see already the racing wheels moving. And that's simply because I don't have the bracket. So I need to be gentle moving around with this thing. Okay, so the drifting works way better with all the previous wheels. And so this thing, it doesn't have any force feedback whatsoever, but such a blast playing with this. Oh man, yeah, see, that's what I mean. It's really sensitive when the racing wheels. Alright, so let's try a different game. So what I like about this is like the tension of the springs in the inside are like perfectly, like you can feel when playing this game, it gives a really nice feedback to it. Not like the force feedback that we're used to, but the springs are good enough. Okay. Ah, getting the hang of it. Going to be like an awesome race. Let's see if shifter works. Okay, fine. Okay, so let's see how we can even play this game. Oh man, it's such a different experience. Oh, doing great, Wicked. Doing great. Oh. Reverse on brake. There's no reverse, or what? Yeah, there was no reverse. Wipeout, man. I played this game so much back in the day, and I think it is a very difficult game. But if you're going to get a hang of it in combination with, of course, if you're using a racing wheel, I must say like it's very playable. I must say I'm almost using the first person mode. And here you can see like it works like a charm. And I played this game all the freaking day with the racing wheel. Mostly my Mad Cats. Like I say, like the experience with this racing wheel is way better than with the freaking Mad Cats. Okay, so I didn't have the mounting unit, but it doesn't, let's say, influence the way how you can play this, so that's very good. Still, I suck at this game. But what we're going to do is going to remove the back panel. I just wanted to see how this bad boy looks in the inside. And like all of the old stuff that we're reviewing here on the channel, the only thing that we need is a freaking Phillips screwdriver to remove all of the Parkers, because that's mostly what they're using in these plastic Fantastic cases. I think I'm just going to remove these first just to see what happens, but damn, there are a lot of screws in here. A lot of them. Okay, so the first thing I'm noticing when getting some screws loose is that this is just a top cover. So with most of the devices that we're going to, let's say, remove the bottom part, this time we're going to just basically remove the hood and just to see what we're going to get in here. I find it always quite fascinating to see how everything has been assembled. And here you can see basically how it works in the inside. So let's grab the camera and give you a quick tour. Okay, I told you before in this video, this device has quite a lot of weight to it. And the reason why, because this is a gigantic metal piece in here that gives most of the weight. So in here we're going to get two very thick springs that basically gives more like this feedback or force. That's just the easy way how they went back in the day. There was no like fancy motors. So they did add a lot of grease, and here you can see like the grease didn't dry out, so that's a good thing. But basically that keeps the springs here, and otherwise if you don't put any grease in here it will like wear out the plastics. But you can see like the bracket itself, it looks very fragile. Then we're going to get here the sensor that basically says like which position the controller is or the steering wheel, and that translates all the way to here to the PCB over there, that translated back to the PlayStation. And also the cable from the pedals will come in here, and here we see like it has been attached to this part over here. So this is basically where all the magic happens, but this is how it looks in the inside. So when you're comparing the Speedster against this old school Mad Catz racing wheel, yeah, there are absolutely some differences. But where we're going to get the biggest difference? But of course I had a lot of great features when it comes to a rubberized racing wheel and a very nice shifter. But in the end it's just the same kind of model with the Mad Catz. It's a steering wheel with two springs inside, and it looks all way better than the Mad Catz I've reviewed, but in the end you're going to get the same result. But the thing I hate the most about this thing is that we're just going to get everything is attached to the freaking racing wheel, so it's going to be an instant annoying cable nightmare. But in the end guys, I just want to thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what do you think of old school racing wheels for PlayStation. Do you consider like buying something like that, or just thinking like, nothing for me? Thanks for watching, consider subscribing, hit that little bell, become one of the Wicked family, and I will see you in the next video.